everybody! I'm at Toho Cinemas. I'm gonna go see Star Wars. It's gonna be cool. I'll see you after the show. Ha!
There's too much Vader in him. Hey, welcome to After Star Wars 7, The Force Awakens. I just got back from the theater. Here is my ticket all crumpled up because I was squeezing it on the train as I was thinking of what to say. There are so many things to say about this film. I don't know where to start. It's pretty dang good. It is a good movie. Everyone should go and see this movie. Especially if you're a Star Wars fan, go and see this film. So, what are my opinions on this movie? It was really, really fun to watch, and it's a pretty good movie. This is not bad by any stretch. But there are a couple things. It's really similar, at least plot-wise, to Episode 4, A New Hope. It's pretty similar, but not too similar. It's still different enough, where you're not like, it's the same scene by scene, blah, 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 with new characters. It's still pretty different. The characters are definitely different. I like every single one of them, especially Kylo Ren. Kylo Ren's a really cool character in this movie. He is, as it's announced in the movie, kind of early on, so, but again, this is a spoiler-filled video. You guys know what you're getting into. It's revealed that Kylo Ren is Han Solo's son. What? Didn't really think about that. For some reason, I had it in my head that Kylo Ren was going to be Luke Skywalker's son, but I mean, like, if you think about it, Jedis don't really do the dirty, so why would he have a son? Of course, Han Solo and Leia, they had some fun back in the day when they were younger, and they had a kid, and that was his actual name. It's actually pretty cool. Is Ben Solo. I like that little thing that they added there. Like, he's pretty scary. He's got that awesome lightsaber, which they put to use. They actually use it like I thought they'd use it, where he put someone's lightsaber up against them, and then he stabbed them right in the frickin' arm. Oh, that was really cool. Luke Skywalker apparently went missing. Why? Because he felt like he needed to, because something bad happened, and it was kind of on his watch, and he just felt horrible, so he secluded himself off to some place at the end of the movie. And BB-8, oh my god, I like BB-8 a lot. I was worried he was going to be kind of annoying. I thought he was just going to be a copy of R2-D2. Not the case. I like him more, if not exactly as much as I like R2-D2. Which is saying something. Everyone likes R2-D2. R2-D2 is a lovable character, which for some reason he's not really in this movie that much. He's just kind of like, he's there not doing anything for a bit, and then he comes in the end and does something, which is kind of weird. There's some dark moments in this movie, like when they use Death Star 2.0 on a planet. You know how in the first movie the Death Star was like, oh, there's something, we're being pulled into that small moon. That's no moon, that's a space station. So, okay, New Hope, Death Star is the size of a small moon. Episode 7, Force Awakens, this new Death Star, it's the size of a planet. In fact, it is a planet that they just kind of built a weapon into. It looks really cool, but come on. Seriously. Oh, we need to make another Star Wars movie. What should we do? Let's make a bigger Death Star. Perfect. It's bigger Jaws. Freaking Family Guy. I don't know why they thought that was a good idea. But you know what? It's not that bad. It looks pretty cool, so I'm not going to fight it too much. Whatever. They can do what they want. It was a fun movie. So when Alderaan blew up in Episode 4, we just kind of saw this planet, we just saw this planet just go kind of thing. This time, when they shot the Death Star 2.0, we were actually on the planet that was about to blow up. We saw all the people's faces, we saw the laser actually coming down, we saw their moon blow up before it hit the planet, and then we actually saw the planet start to explode while we were on it. That was pretty dark, and it looked really, really cool. And it was a really fun element on it, like, you actually felt for these characters. It wasn't just like, oh, our planet blew up, oh, that's kind of shitty, let's go do things heroically. Now we're like, billions of people just died. that was pretty cool. We definitely, the characters are pretty nice. They're pretty well written. We got some interesting backstory, like the stormtroopers. We know how stormtroopers are made now, and they were talked about how stormtroopers are made. When the First Order would actually steal children from families and raise them as their own and give them a number, and that would be their name. So it's not just clones and stuff, they actually steal the kids. Another little thing that they did was they kind of explained, so you know how there's Darth Vader, there's Darth Maul, and there's Darth Sidious. I never understood why they were just like, Darth, Darth, Darth. Is that just a Sith thing? Didn't get that very much. But in this movie, it's not Darth Kylo or Darth Ren or whatever his thing is. It's Kylo Ren. I'm like, that's different. He has a dark side of the Force, so why isn't he Darth? They actually slightly explain that, just like in a passing sentence. Like, they understand it, and then they just kind of said it, and we understood it then. They didn't need to go into super detail, just a short little thing. They were saying he was taught in the ways of the Ren school, or something along those lines. I'm like, oh, so Ren, it's a school. It's a school of dark Force learning. That's why he went Ren. So maybe that's what Darth is. Maybe that like Darth Sidious was in charge of this school, or this study, the way of this certain dark side forcery or whatever the heck it is, and that's why it's Darth Sidious, and then his Padawan's Darth Maul, which took the name Darth, and Darth Vader as well took the name Darth, which it's just pretty freaking cool. A lot of the things that happen in this movie just like happen out of convenience. Like, it just happens. Like, oh hey, we got part of the map in the BB-8, but we don't know the rest of it. Oh, but the R2 unit that's been off for a while, off for decades, randomly turns on conveniently, and hey, conveniently, he has the rest of the map. Why? Why was R2 off? What? And why did he turn back on randomly? It makes no sense. It just does. Out of convenience for the script. The script needed to move forward. They needed to find Luke, so I guess that was the way they had to do it. Which is fine. But that kind of makes me think, like, was R2 just being an asshole for, like, the past couple of decades and just not giving the map to anybody when they really needed Luke? Like, people died because R2-D2 didn't want to give up the location of Luke Skywalker for no reason that we know. But the movie is really good, and everybody that's a Star Wars fan is going to like it. Everyone that's not a Star Wars fan is still probably going to like it. If I had to describe this movie in like a few words, I would say, like in a short sentence, I would say this movie is setup. This movie is it's still fun to watch, even though it's set up, but it's set up for the rest of the Star Wars franchise that they're making, which is fine. Like, you know that silver stormtrooper that is, I think, she's in the trailers, and she's been in a few of the panels and stuff. She doesn't really do anything in this movie. I hope, and I'm pretty sure, that she is going to be important in later movies, and like the sequels and stuff like that. So, that's my hopes for that. Nah, this movie is a really fun movie. Of course, there's some problems with it, but you know, they're in every single Star Wars movie, so there's no point in mentioning them or really even dwelling on them. If you like Star Wars, you're gonna like this movie. I kind of wanted a little bit more, but again, I think this is gonna be great. This is good setup. It felt a lot like A New Hope, which it's not too different from it, so maybe the sequel is gonna be just as good as Empire Strikes Back, which is the best Star Wars film. So let's see what happens. I'm excited for the next movie. Okay, so I guess that's all I have to say. It's super late and I have to edit this now. God dang it. Why did I promise that this was gonna be like, this is how it's gonna work? So, I guess till next time, well, I will make another video in about a week or 2 weeks, after that. of Star Wars Episode 7, where I've actually had time to think about it, and I write out a whole script, and it's gonna be interesting instead of just off the fly like the after of Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens. So, I can't, so that concludes the after of Episode 7, The Force Awakens. I will see you guys after that. See ya! Hey guys, it's Scott here, just saying, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please click subscribe, or hit like, or comment on it. I would love to see your comments. If you disagree with me, please write something. I will totally talk to you about it. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and there are definitely more coming your way. So, till next time, see ya!